Hey legends, Frazer Brookes here, and in this video I want to share with you how you can reduce or eliminate overwhelm when it comes to your network marketing business. Alright, so if you're new to the channel, do me a massive favour, give me a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, and let me know in the comments if you're getting value, what your bingo moments are, and what you're going to be doing throughout this video as well. We reply and we engage with every single comment that we get, and it massively helps out with this channel as well. Alright, so here we go. Overwhelm is something that I believe everyone deals with, and I've certainly dealt with it before and I struggled through it, I would say, maybe about 7, 8, 9 years ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. And I realized it was down to a few things. It was down to really understanding what I actually need to do right now, understanding what's important, and then getting really organized. So there's two things that we need to do. The first one is an exercise that I learned from a friend of mine, Linda Evenden, over in Australia. A dear friend, she's amazing, top income earner in all of Australia. She's incredible. And I remember we were driving in her car. We were just about to do an event or something, and I'd flown over to go to speak at her event, keynote at her event in the Gold Coast in Australia. And we were kind of driving around, and she was saying, like, you know, what are some of the struggles that you face? And this was only a few years back, and this was whilst I was dealing with some overwhelm still. But she said, like, you know, I said, I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot on my plate, and my to-do list, it gets bigger rather than smaller. I'll do one thing on my to-do list, and by the time I've done it, I've got 3 things to do. Maybe you guys can relate, right? I'm the kind of person, by the way, that if I do something that's not on my to-do list, I'll write it on my to-do list and then cross it off or tick it off, right? I don't know do you do that, Jimmy? Yeah, Jimmy does it too. All right, so there's at least 2 people in the world who do that. All right, so Linda says you need to do this exercise. She said, I want you to write down everything that's going on in your brain right now, right? Do a brain dump, okay? So I've been doing brain dumps before, but not this exercise that she was telling me. So, like, put everything that's in your head right now on a piece of paper. Maybe it takes you 10, 15, 20 minutes. So it could be anything, like do the washing to, getting keys cut. Don't know why I went there. It could be picking the kids up from school, making their packed lunches, buying a new uniform. It could be follow up with Sarah, follow up with Derek. It could be all of these different things. Watch that video, buy that course, read that book, whatever. Then she said, I want you to separate into 3 buckets. And the buckets are do, delegate, dump. Do, delegate, dump. So let's start with the dump part, right? The dumping part are the things on that list that you really don't need to do. Like, really, do I really have to worry about watching the next episode of Breaking Bad? I mean, Breaking Bad's epic, so you probably should, but like, beside my point, right? Do I really need to worry about doing that thing right now? Do I have to do that today? Could I do it tomorrow? Could I do it the next day? Could I do it next week? So you dump it. The second one is delegate. What are the things that we can delegate to a partner, to a kid? I mean, when I say kid, like not child labor or anything like that, but like, I don't know, a friend. Can I delegate that to a gardener, to a housekeeper, right? Is it worth your money and your time to get someone to help out around the house, right? And the last one is then things that you absolutely must do, right? Things that you absolutely must do. They require you, they require your time, they require your energy, they require your personality, they require everything about you. And I was like, this is a good exercise. She said, yeah, it works really well. So I went away from that event and that conversation we had in the car, started to do it myself, and started to realize that, you know what, yeah, I started to then use my process, which I'm going to talk to you about in a minute, and input the things that I needed to do into my process, and it allowed me to basically sleep free. What I mean by that is not, before I'm going to bed, I'm not like, oh my God, I've got 17 things to do now, like I've not done them all, so I've got to do them all tomorrow, like there's so much for me to do, and like stressing out, and then going to bed at a late hour, and then having a restless sleep, and then waking up with no energy, and then just and it compounds, and then you burn out. And when you burn out, you're not going to delegate, and you're not going to dump. In fact, you're going to dump everything, and then you don't get anything done, and you get even more stressed, so then you can't recover from burnout. So this is what I do. Do the brain dump. Do, the delegate, the dump. The things that I need to do, I will then go onto my Google Calendar. It's the tool that I recommend, Google Calendar. If you don't use Google Calendar, then I either hope that you're going to create an account completely free, or I hope that you use another version. Now, I like Google Calendar. Why? There's the website version, the desktop version, and the mobile app version. So it will come up as a notification on my phone and on my desktop. If I make a change on the calendar on my phone, it will appear on the desktop. If I edit something or add a note on the desktop, it will appear on my phone. So then what I do is I literally get the things I need to do and I establish, right, I have a window Tuesday next week, 12 p.m. till 2 p.m. I can probably do this, this, and this. Right? Tomorrow I have a window from 7 p.m. till 8 p.m. I should do this, this, and this. Right, Mondays in between 8 and 10 a.m. I've always got a little bit of time once the kids go to school or whatever time zone, right? So I'm gonna do a blitz, I'm gonna do some follow-ups, and I'm gonna create some content. I have a similar window at 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. on Tuesday, so I'm gonna do another blitz, more follow-ups, and I'm gonna do content. What this allows you to do is it gives you the things to do list in your calendar. And if you stick to the calendar, which is a challenge when you start out with this, if you stick to the calendar, you will become more productive, more effective, more efficient, and you will actually get the things done so that they're out your head. So when you do another brain dump, you realize, whoa, there used to be 100 things on my list and now there's only 90. Whoa, there used to be 90 things on my list, now there's only 50. Whoa, there used to be 50 things on my list, now there's only 20. Until it gets down to a level where you're like, yeah, easy, I can do that today. I can do this tomorrow. Yeah, Sarah can do that, Mary can do that, my friend Eric can do that. Easy, done, simple. So do a brain dump, separate it into do, delegate, dump, right? And then input it into your Google Calendar or similar. This is super, super, super important and super key for you to be able to eliminate and reduce overwhelm. Here's the top tip, and before I give you the top tip, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, and leave me a comment down below on if you're going to do this or not and what you're excited about doing. And before we go into it, don't forget to get your copy, if you haven't already, of my best-selling book, I Dare You. I know I talk about it in every single video, but I only promote things that I believe in. It will change your game if you're in the network marketing space and you want them to recruit using social media. I've left the link down below in the description. All right, so here's the bonus tip for you. The bonus tip is, if you find day-to-day overwhelming because you're trying to do too much on every day, you're trying to do, your 10 different core activities every day on your network marketing business in particular. If you've got 10 core activities, you need to stop doing 10 core activities and you need to try and reduce it down to 5 or 4 or 3. If you find that, but Frazer, I've got 10, I've got a comment, I've got to do a live, I've got to do a post, I've got to do an Instagram story, I've got to do an Instagram reel, I've got to reach out to 10 people, I've got to ask the question to 10 people, I've got to follow up with 10 people, I've got to do a presentation 3 times a day, and I've got to catch up on team training. I have 10 things. Okay, well on a Monday, you should prepare the content, right? And maybe do some reach outs. On a Tuesday, you should maybe ask the question, do a team training, and do follow-up. On Wednesday, you should then do some more reach outs and more content. So you separate it out. So you try and reduce the number of things you're doing every single day from 10 to 3. It does not matter how many core activities you do in a day. It matters how many days you do the core activities for. It's so, so, so important. I don't care if you come to me and say, hey Frazer, I'm doing 10 things a day, I've done it for a week. I'm much more impressed by someone who says, Frazer, I've been on a winning streak for 1,000 days. I've done a Facebook Live and I've reached out to 10 people every day for 1,000 days. That is way more inspiring. Why? Longevity creates credibility. The longer someone can see you doing the same thing for, the more credibility you're going to get, and therefore more trust, more influence, more likability, and therefore more reach, and more sales, more leads, more team members. So this is so, 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 so important to know and remember, because people who are watching you, they don't see all the work that you're doing day to day, but what they see is they see you're still doing this thing a year from now. But obviously you have to find what your minimums are to create your maximums. Go ahead and do it. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to check out our next video coming real soon. We appreciate every single one of you who are subscribed to this channel and sharing this with your friends. Super simple to just copy the link above or hit the share button and send it into your group, your Facebook group, your group chat, the messenger, on Instagram, whatever it might be. All right, see you on the next video. Bye-bye.